Can we talk about the congressman who doesn't know the difference between a handle and a fire alarm? Now, okay, I think it might be a little over the top for people to suggest that he should be getting the January 6th treatment, because obviously he was trying to delay a vote, and we all know how boring and pointless the government's about, and then it never does, and even when it does, they resolve. I don't talk about it, right? I don't talk about it. But this bloke very obviously just went, fire alarm, bang, that'll delay everything. And then all the excuses come out. The ladies on The View find some way that, I don't know, he's probably doing it for racial justice. Who cares? But don't you love how stupid these people are? It's a perfect example, right? You see what's happening with Trump and his businesses. You can see how, you know, not the payment to Stormy Daniels, but the paperwork for it. Let's weaponise that. There are moments when, yes, the law can be applied to maximum effect, but the reason you don't is because it's the difference between a first and a third world country, right? Nothing should happen to this guy, but could you imagine if it was Ted Cruz? Could you imagine if Rand Paul was doing this to delay a vote, what the reaction would be?
Or Matt Gaetz. Can you imagine what they would do to him? Any Republican who did this would have the book thrown at them. They'd be censured. They'd probably be kicked out of the Congress if they had the votes. But here, they're doing backbends to try to make excuses for the guy. And even he can't get his story straight. He's not sure exactly. I was just late for the vote. I was trying to get to the vote. Who in the history of mankind has ever looked at the little red box that says fire and said, this will open the door? This is how I unlock those big doors over there. I just pull this thing that says fire. You see, not open, it says fire. Fire. Okay. So it's an obvious lie. He wasn't trying to go vote. He was trying to delay the vote. Now, all you need is these two things, on the other sides of your nose to figure that out. But he won't face any censure or, blowback whatsoever because he's got the big D. And by the way, I shouldn't say he's got the big D. He's got the big D after his name.
He's got the big D privilege.
Yes. May I also add, he used to be a school principal. He was, I think, a high school principal. So is there a job on earth that is more familiar with what the little red box that reads fire does? And there's nothing near the red box. You look at the red box, it's on a blank wall. There's nothing confusing about it. He makes it sound like it was like right over the door, and it was like, do I press this or do I press the button that says open door? No, it was standalone. Over here, fire. Over here, the door. It was a lie. It was on camera. And apparently we have a sitting member of Congress who is too dumb to know when they're telling a lie, just how obvious it is. It's better just keep your mouth shut. Maybe just say, like, you had a moment of, like, I don't know, lunacy. Like these crazy ass people over in Congress drove you nuts for 2 seconds. That we could believe. This, we don't.